Hey, I'm Dean Walker. This is Legacy Voyage, and today I'm going to talk about not being a lemon. Stick to the very end to find out exactly what that means.
Imagine how cool it would have been if Elon Musk, Bill Gates, or any other multi-billionaire started recording their journey at 18 years old. That's what I want to do to reach and serve as many people as I possibly can. I'll share the lessons, skills, and knowledge I've learned on my journey, document new discoveries, tools, and technology, record my personal failures and victories, along the way to building my legacy. In Season 1, I'll document my entrepreneurial journey to earning my first 100K as a full-time college student. Stay tuned. This is Legacy Voyage.
Before I talk about not being a lemon and what that means, let me give a little update because it's been a little while since I've had my last episode, and I'll just give a quick rundown of exactly what I'm doing in terms of marketing and my internships and positions with Mana Ecom and Coach V, and then my personal projects. So for the first part, what made focus on Mana Ecom? I was really planning on building their funnel in ClickFunnels for them, and the idea is that customers would come to this funnel, and then through that they would be able to progress and eventually pay for the full service that Mana Ecom provides. And unfortunately, Mo doesn't want to invest into another ClickFunnels account, so which is completely fine. And that just means that I'll have to build it in system.io, and I'll just get familiar with that. But I really just want to implement everything I know and really put the practice into building funnels. And then I also met with Dee, uh, she's the chief of operation, and she wanted to go over the website, the funnel, and then she also tasked me with doing the email campaign. I won't get into the details of the email campaign, but uh, I'm looking forward to exploring that and learning how to what to say in the emails, how to position myself in a way that will have the customer buy in the end. And I'm looking forward to learning more about that. With Coach V, I'm really just waiting on him to write out the email copy, which will be sent to customers after they sign up for the lead magnet or the free webinar. And we really plan to get that up and running by the end of the month, which is my goal. But we'll see how that goes. I think what's really key is that we have to start running webinars every Friday. That way we can just improve it and perfect it as the time goes on. And then later down the road, replace that webinar with an evergreen webinar, which is just an automatic webinar that will that will sell the product while Coach V can be doing other things. And in terms of my own personal projects, I created a lead magnet, which is just 10 software tools that I'm using and that have helped me become more productive in being a student and entrepreneur. And I think I really want to start specializing and get familiar with webinar funnels and application funnels. Those are just two of the many sales funnels that I really want to get good at, and I'm studying that through Russell Brunson's courses and really learning more about that. And I think in terms of what the future looks like for this podcast, um, I really want to share the things I've learned through marketing. So from now on, I'm going to start sharing some of the insights and frameworks that I've learned through Russell Brunson and all his books and courses because it's really good and valuable stuff that I think every business owner and entrepreneur has to understand if they're going to be successful. And the successful ones already know it, but I don't think they probably have a different name for it or a different concept of what it is, but like the things that he teaches in his courses are so valuable. And I think it'll be amazing if I can share that and then also get really good at teaching the stuff that he teaches because if I can get good at that, then I can start teaching other people and that'll be amazing. In terms of what I said about not being a lemon, let me try to dive into exactly what that means. So, I was sitting in my economics class, and one of the big things our teacher was saying, he was standing up there, iPad in his hand, looking up at the screen, turned back at us, and he said, "Don't be a lemon." Like in that voice, he said, "Don't be a lemon." And then a lot of us were confused, like, what does that even mean? What is this stuff about not being a lemon? And he was talking more, and basically the idea is that lemons they're not the yellow things that are a little sour. It's not the fruit lemons. It's actually a type of car, and it's a bad car. It's like a beat up, messed up car. So when you're buying used cars, it's kind of hard to distinguish if the car that you're buying is a really good car or a really bad car. And the person selling it has a lot more information about the car. So it's up to you as the buyer to try and figure out and distinguish which car is going to be good and which car is going to be bad. And some of the ways you might do it is you might buy the car, take it out for a test drive, see how it goes for a week, and then maybe you'll find out more information, or you could even drive it over to a mechanic, and then the mechanic could tell you if it's a good or bad car. But these are some of the difficulties in determining whether something is good or bad. And the same thing applies when you're trying to partner with someone or hire someone. Where if me as the employer, if I'm looking to hire a student out of college, it's kind of hard to distinguish which students are hardworking, determined, and focused. And it's hard to distinguish those people from the ones who are lazy and just got by and really aren't that motivated to work. And the way he taught it is that students, us as the employee who is getting hired, we have to use signals to distinguish ourselves. And signals are resumes, experience. These are your portfolio. It's your recommendations. It's all the things that set you apart from everyone else. And in the same way, we can apply this to entrepreneurship where if me as an entrepreneur, if I'm going out and looking for a partner to partner with, I have to distinguish myself as someone who's going to be hardworking and focused and really motivated to get this thing off the ground. And and along those lines, I'm also looking out for someone who is going to have those same attributes. I'm looking out for someone who is not going to be a lemon. And my question would be, what are some of the ways that you would do this and you would try to distinguish those things? I, I'm not, I think I might start having maybe I'll make like a LinkedIn group or a Facebook group where I'll ask questions on the podcast and then have a community that can reply back and forth. Maybe I'll look into that. That actually sounds like a pretty good idea, so we'll see where that goes. But that's the lesson for today that I've learned. I really want to post more often, but we'll see. I have a lot of time on my hands now, but we'll see the next time I post. Till then, talk to you.